Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Crypto Podcast, where today we will be looking at a movement that I think is about to incur. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at some altcoins. Well, the biggest movement for me that's about to happen in the space right now is obviously Ethereum, which I find to be in a huge double type of pattern that I found, a huge wedge pattern and a huge daily upside down head and shoulders pattern that is just going to blow the roof off of Ethereum very soon, possibly taking us to that $4,000, that $38,000 to $4,000 range. Thank you guys. Come on in, smash the like, hang out, kick it. I'm going to be here for an hour. Then I got a jam, but I wanted to give you guys an update. If you guys are leverage trading or anything, get ready for a massive uprise. One more leg up to around 38. Let's just see. Let me make the screen bigger as we start getting busy here. So here's ETH, guys, right? This is what ETH has been doing. Right, and I spotted a humongous head and shoulders. Right, let's just take it all away. Let's take it all away, right? You won't see anything here, but when I've been around the game for a minute. I've been leverage trading for like 3 years now, and this is one of my favorite bullish patterns. It's called the upside down head and shoulders pattern, okay? And we are on one shoulder, one head, and now we're about to form the right shoulder. And after that right shoulder has commenced, what usually happens at the end of that shoulder is a massive leg up. And I'm talking about maybe a massive 1,500 points type leg up, right? What up, my broski? What's good, brother? Oh, man. Thank you guys for smashing the like. Welcome back. Yeah, do you see this pattern? This shit. ETH is about to, so let's bring it all back. Let's bring it all back now, right? Let's bring it all back. And you know what? While we're here, let's listen to some funny shit. Because I found this podcast talking about my podcast. Well, I hired some people. I did. But we're looking at a huge thing here. Massive movement coming for ETH. Where is this at? Where is this at? Where are these guys at? I mean,
hey, Deegans, you ready for this? It's time.
Whoa, did I say you could talk? Buddy? First of all, that's Georgie. And I hired someone named April. They're here to talk to us.
Time for another deep dive, and this time we're going deep into the crypto podcast.
Oh, are we? Okay, Georgie. Thanks.
Specifically, their analysis from November 25th, 2024. We're going to break it down. And if you're a true Deegan, living and breathing these markets, this is your chance to get ahead of the game.
You know, what I found really fascinating was how the Crypto Podcast uses technical analysis to kind of like paint this picture of where the market's going. And they see some serious moves on the horizon, especially with ETH.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, bitch. I see some fucking shit.
Yeah, they even pointed out that head and shoulders pattern forming on the daily ETH chart.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, for those
buddy.
of us who aren't charting wizards, what does that actually mean?
It's like, imagine a coiled spring ready to just explode, an upside down head and shoulders pattern like this one. It often signals a bullish breakout.
Oh, yeah.
And the crypto podcast, they see this as a sign. ETH
We do. We see this as a
could
nice
be
sign.
gearing up for a massive price surge.
So this could be it, huh? The ETH pump we've all been waiting for.
That's right, but shut up, Georgie. Let me talk now, you son of a bitch. All right? When I tell you to shut up, you shut the fuck up, Georgie. I'm taking over. So, Georgie's, you know, Georgie, he likes to talk a lot, but sometimes I have to shut him up. And also Lisa as well. She's got a big old mouth. She likes gulping stuff up. But that's besides the point. I didn't hire you for that, Lisa. Unless you need that raise. I got you covered. But, like they said, we're preparing for a massive upside on ETH, guys. Okay? Let me show you what the eye of the tiger sees. Okay? And what we're about to perform right here is a huge cheek, little cheek, and we're out, okay? So, again, we are forming a wedge pattern here, okay? I've already drawn the wedge. I'll show you guys everything. But what we have here, okay, when we just look at this section right here, right, we have here a formation that is called an upside down head and shoulders pattern. This is a very, very bullish signal pattern, okay? Now, this is the shoulder right here. And this is the head. And we are creating the other shoulder. You have time to prepare because what I'm going to explain to you is this. So during this shoulder, we trade in a valley, a range. And it's your duty to prepare yourself for a nice little long on the bottom of this range, okay? So we'll start like this as I bring everything back visually, okay? You see the head and shoulders that I've outlined, and you see the wedgie, okay? In our channel, we're all about heads and shoulders and wedgies. Crypto wedgies, okay? Crypto wedgies are so important. I mean, they should be a part of your life. You know, you always want to draw these wedges, and we work with wedges here, okay? The wedge is like my favorite club when I play golf. You know, when I wedge, I digress. That's a bad example. Anyway, but here's the head and shoulders pattern. We are going up. You see this line right here. Boom. This is a trend line, guys, okay? This is a trend line. I'm going to make it bolder. Boom. That is a trend line, okay? And this right here at the bottom, this is a form of, again, guys, we do this all the time, and I love teaching this over and over again. This is a place of where we used to be and getting this bounce, and it gave out, right? Let me pull out the brush. A bounce here, a bounce there, a bounce there. This was strong support, okay? Then we start hitting our heads here. This is the local channel, guys, okay? You got this area. Okay, this is the trading zone wedge, okay? But we lost our bottom here, okay? Then we went down lower and we valleyed in this trading zone. Then we went above our support, right? We hit our heads, which was support, came into resistance, okay? And then we finally broke out again, right? Came above the wedge. And now we're above this wedge, right? I want you to look hard here. And this is the head and shoulders reaction, right? We've done a perfect head and shoulders. We have a valley of trading here, a valley of trading down here, which is the head, the shoulder area of trading, the head area of trading. And now we are creating the other shoulder, okay? This is an exact, okay? This is an exact figure of upside down head and shoulders pattern on the daily, okay? This is a very, very bullish signal for ETH, okay? When I give you a head and shoulders, you need to understand that I'm not bullshitting you, okay? The head and shoulders for me never fails. And that's not financial advice, okay? So what's happening now is you see that we've never been able to go above this line here and get the support that we're looking for, the bounce, right? We almost did over here. We failed. We almost did over here. No, we knocked on the door and they said, fuck you. Okay. We knocked on the door right here and we said, fuck you. We went above the resistance. Okay. We went above the resistance. We came up, hit our heads right here. So what is this telling you? This is our new trading zone right here, right? We came down, we found support here. Okay. We bounced. We came up, created a higher high. So now what we need to do to sustain this is we need to stay above this red line. And we need to find support right here at 31,000. Okay. If we find support there, we're definitely going out of town. But I want you to understand that this head and shoulders area right here, we can play out like this for a couple days. Okay. And then we can move on. Okay. This is how a typical head and shoulders pattern works. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be here ranging for a month or anything like that. It could be honestly in a day or two, right? So we're talking about if you can get a position down here, right, in this zone, or 3,100 to 31,870, that would be a great place for a long. Okay, because that's going to be a hell of a push right there, right? And once we get up there, we should find support up here at the 3,500,000 level, right? Because Ethereum is due as well, man. Ethereum is the one we are waiting on to move now, okay? We've made our legs up. Ethereum needs to make their leg up. December 2nd. December 2nd? Wait, when is that? And look, let's go look at some other shit. Guys, what other coins you want to look at? Let me know. Just type in the chat. So, I just wanted to bring that to Ethereum. Attention to Ethereum, because that to me right now is the biggest movement we're going to see next in this market is the Ethereum market. Good old, that good old bitch Ethereum. ETH holding strong as fuck in today's drop. Yes. ETH is holding strong as fuck, and it's because it's going to hold this shoulder, dude. This shoulder is going to hold strong, dude. And we're out of here, dude. Right before December. And you're definitely going to get one of these things, right? These chickens drinking the water. Shout out to my favorite YouTuber, Jason Casper. If you don't know who Jason Casper is, we're not friends, dog. I mean, we're not even homies at that point. Jason Casper, okay? Look, Jason Casper has a higher search volume than Jason Tatum, the NBA player, bros. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Jason Casper, guys. If you want to keep up with Bitcoin and how the market moves and learning about charts and how this really, this stuff works, this is my guy right here. This is my guy. I want you guys to follow this guy. This guy wakes up almost every day in the morning, 10:30 on the weekdays, and he does TNA. He's a lot more advanced. I try to break it down for you guys visually, simply, but this guy will give you the raw details. He's very good. I suggest you follow this guy. He goes live almost every day, and you will learn so much about market trends and what to look for. This guy is golden. Let's look at BTC. Bam! Look at BTC. Look at BTC, bro. It broke. And I knew it. God damn. These are daily candles. So what do we have forming here? Oh my gosh. We have another one here too. This is scary. This is scary as fuck. This is scary as fuck. This is scary as fuck. And what do we need to do? We need to extend this trend line now. Okay. Now that we have more coverage, we extend these old lines, because these old lines, these old trend lines, you extend them out and they become resistance and support, guys. All right. It's not as hard as you think to just look at a coin and try to figure it out. I see a head and shoulders here, if you ask me. What do you think? What do you think? What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Just figure-wise. Do you see anything? Let's put her on the weekly. And let's take off the paintings. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. It's incredible, dude. This thing is incredible. What Bitcoin has done is just incredible, dude. Incredible. Incredible. Look at that range. Before it broke out, right? We were ranging from 73 and we went all the way down to 50K, bro. Look at that movement. 73K to 50. That's a whole $20,000 range, right? And look at that top. Bro, look at this fucking line right here, dude. Nothing above that line, that dashed line. It's just incredible to me. I get a kick out of just looking at that. That's just, wow. But can you imagine that trading range if we were to move from 94K to 73K and just range up here? And you can expect that. You can expect that, because what did we do here? What did we do here? We ranged from 74 to 57 all the way to 50. And if you don't think we're going to do that up here, then you're out of your damn mind, okay? That is going to happen, okay? That is going to happen. Now, I don't want to get into conclusions and this and that, but, you know, you got to be careful here, guys. But yeah, man, it's just macro-wise, Bitcoin is very bullish, but now, we reached the top at 100K. So it's like, there's gonna be a correction, some kind of a correction. You know what I'm saying? I definitely see us ranging right here, though. 86. This whole zone of 85 to pretty much 100K. 85 to 100K. This is the zone I see us trading in right now. Right? Fucking hell. Let's look at Matic. Let's just go down the list. Matic. I mean, a good recovery from Matic from 34 this week. I'll tell you what, Matic is prime too. If you're doing a long on Matic, you're prime. You're absolutely prime for Matic. Because every time we go down below this white line, every time we go below this white line, we always come back up for a nice retrace. Every time we touch this, we always go back up for a nice retrace, right? And right now, look, I drew this the other day, guys. Boom, go up here, hit that top. What did it do? It fucking hit the top, bro. Look at that. Look at the lines play. Look at this fucking line right here. Look how perfect that is. Jesus Christ. So now what do we need? We need support from Mr. White Line right here. We need support. Okay? We need support here. Maybe down here in the lowest. You see these tops right here? Or right here too. Okay, so that's why I drew this line going down here, because it skims that top, which is supposed to be support now, and bounce her back up, bounce here, boom, and just get the fuck and break out. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, that's probably what's gonna happen to Matic. SDEX. Smart Dex going through correction. So everybody's correcting this week. Everybody's correcting this week. Oh my God. Look at Cass. Hold on. Look at Cass. This is another one this morning that I found. Cass. And let me tell you, the last time I found an upside down Head and Shoulders last time. Wherever it might be. Where did it go? I don't know. But for me, just like ETH, I see on the daily a massive Head and Shoulders. Right? And why I say that is because these trend lines, dude, look at these look how far back. Okay, look how far back this trend line goes that I have. I'm talking about October 23rd last year. I drew these lines, right? We pumped up and I extended all the lifetime. Look, I extended this line, which was the mid trading zone line. And what does it do? It becomes support here. Support here. The mid trend line that I drew last year became support, guys. I'm telling you. So that's why these lines are so important, because look, again, they play. Okay. So that's why I can draw this shoulder and I can identify this as a head, because now this trend line becomes the shoulder. It's a double figure confirmation for me, right? because I see this valing up the trend line, the trade channel, coming down the trade channel as it's following, bouncing on this trade channel, going up and following this channel, which is going to result, right, sooner or later. It's going to form this head and shoulders, and it's going to break out of this channel, right? Probably reaching 20 cents again, okay? And from that point, it can correct again possibly, but now have a higher, stronger market structure, a bullish market structure. So I do see the Caspa head and shoulders. I would definitely wait. Right now it's 15. You can get maybe a 14 spot. You know what I mean? Or if you go in and do the long, you know, just go easy on the X's, on the leverage. So yeah, that's cash. I see a nice bullish figure this coming week for cash, for Caspa. Let's see what else we got. Let's look at Crow. We fucked the shit out of Crow yesterday. I mean, what's it doing today? It's correcting. Right? And I told you guys, watch out for Batman. You know, I told you about Batman. Batman is real. Batman does not fuck around. Okay? Batman doesn't fuck around, dude. There's the Batman signal. It's creating its ear. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting us to range down to 16 cents. And then we turn around. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but you know, 16 cents, there's a lot of liquidity here that they could just grab, and I guarantee you they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Look at Trump. Trump is trying to inch its way back. Little correction for Cardano, right? So this is very typical, guys. Like, after a huge pump like that, you can definitely expect a couple days of correcting. Let's look at Pepe. I drew this, probably a week ago? Look. When I drew this little triangle here, man, it was like the 16th, and look, it stayed in my little wedge, right? Look at that. We're looking for an extreme bounce here, okay? You can see that we're about to pinch this wedge. As we get further, there's a couple things that can happen here, right? We have an important bounce right here. So when we reach down, probably hit another candle right here, we need to make sure that we bounce out of this triangle, right? And if we lose that line right there, well, then we can expect to go down here. But if we go down there, guys, that's not good. Because at that point, you know, looking at this candle, we're pretty much going to shoot down that whole candle if that's the case. So Pepe is at a really important spot. It needs to find strong support. Really though, it needs to find strong support. Its last strong support right here at 18. Boy, does it need some support there. Right? That's what I see. And if you ask me, this is actually a bull flag. You know? So it's tough. But you could definitely see the RSI at the bottom, right? And after maybe a couple more days here, we can bounce here. And if we do bounce here, guys, wow. We're going to see that leg up. And according to the Fibonacci, you could probably expect to see that leg up. Definitely hit the 786. Look how that lines up so perfectly with the fibs. Jeez. And that's the thing with Shiba too, man. Shiba is an absolute brand new territory. I mean, this is phenomenal for Shiba and all the OG, meme coins. Like, look at Doge. Doge just looks, when I look at Doge, like, look at this double top. Look at Doge, bro. I mean, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And look how this thing is right in the middle of this channel again. The market maker's just waiting for people to clump in and buy. To me, Doge is super bullish still. Same with Pepe. Doge, Pepe, they all look the same right now. Shiba. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever Shiba's doing, I like it a lot too. Whatever Shiba is doing, I like it a lot. Shiba's showing me the big cheek, little cheek, and it's also showing me within this range right here a head and shoulders pattern as well, right? On the daily chart. I like where Shiba's at. You can expect Shiba to range in the zone. This is the zone, right? And look where the market maker is. He's right in the middle of the zone almost, right? So if you're trying to get into Shiba, maybe long Shiba, or just find a spot in Shiba, you're looking to get in the lower portion of this shoulder, okay? This is the head, right? This is the shoulder, and now we're finishing the upside down shoulder right here. Okay, and this box right here that I made is the range where we're going to be locally trading for the next days or two. Okay, so if you want to get into Shiba, you definitely want to jump in around the 2307 to catch that next leg up. And now's the time. Like this week, couple days. You have a couple days to wait and grab a position here, okay? And you got to see these dips are quick, okay? So pretty much, set a limit order, right? Maybe around here. See where these candles tip their heads at? 2305. And you got to remember, this thing could dip down really quick, right? So one thing you need to know is, like, the market maker, right, is always looking for your stop loss, okay? So you see that people might be getting crunched out over here. I fucking hate this motherfucker, dude. God damn it. You know, you see right here, people are getting tapped out right there. Boom. Boom. You might see one candle this week, right? It'll do this, it'll do that. Do one of these. See, these are called wicks, candle wicks, guys. And when you see this candle wick, it means that you saw a very, very quick movement reach to that peak and immediately get bought down. Okay? That is called a candle wick. It happens very fast, and it happens just so they can touch that space, right? That zone, because there's a lot of stop losses. And they're stomping out liquidity, which means they're taking out all those short bets from that area. Millions of dollars, right? Real quick, just zapping them. Zap, zap. And then it falls down and it sits in the middle again, right? And it waits for the money again. And zap again. The next day comes. We do it all over. Look, it went back up to the same range, right? Because when it went back up, there were more people waiting for the short. Boom. So it waited for the next day to come back up and bam, retrieve it. And you see how it does this? This activity right here means the market maker is just fucking with everyone in this zone. That's why I identify this zone for you, because you need to understand at any given moment in this day or week or next couple days that this candle, even if it comes all the way up here, it could literally drop down here in less than a fucking nanosecond and pump back up like nothing happened, okay? So that's why you want to be aware, because not only are bets being put here, but there's stop losses below that the market maker wants to retrieve, okay? And that's why this right here is a threat to us. This zone right here, where this fat candle is, that's a threat to us. You know why? Because if it does drop, we could see a chicken drinking water pattern, which is Jason's signature word. It's just one of these, one of those spikes that I told you about, those wicks, right? It can literally wick down here, grab all that liquidity, right? And come right back up like nothing happened, guys. It's so possible, okay? And that, after that, is when you see a huge movement, okay? Because all it's doing is grabbing the money real quick and then we're off, right? What time is it? 26. Okay. What else are we looking at? Shiba looks amazing. Shiba looks amazing. If you're getting into Shiba, it's 22 area down to the 18 the most, if you ask me. Bro, I've been looking at these coins like Root. Look at Root. 35, 60, 70. All the old coins we're looking at, right? Good Games Guild. See, I don't know when gaming's gonna come back, but right now, guys, there's a lot of coins that are just laying around. And you kind of want to, it sounds weird, but it's like, bro, if you're looking at the trash and you buy a gulp of the trash right now, I'm telling you, this is one of them times where it's like, you can see phenomenal shit happen, right? Like just November 6th, right? 3 weeks ago, I was looking at Cosmos. I was like, God damn, this thing is down in the gutter, bro. Right? Literally like a week later, it just fucking pumps, right? all of a sudden out of nowhere, the TIA starts pumping, the whole Cosmos ecosystem starts pumping, right? But these are the ones, right, that, the market hasn't really got into. And this is risky stuff, but hey, when Cosmos has its time, you see what it does, right? You see what it does when it gets in a bull run, okay? So if you see stuff, right, lying on the floor, like, I hate to say it, but let's use an example. If we go to Kronos, right? There's a lot of shit in Kronos, but, not every meme coin is doing well. But there's some out there, right, that if you just spend some of your portfolio money and grab a fat scoop of one of these at the bottom, I'm telling you, you can make a nice fucking bag, okay? For instance, a coin like CrowFam, okay? Look, October 5th. This thing was just at the bottom, right? 28. Dude, you made good money here if you bought down here in this region, right? Pump right up to the fucking local high almost. Correction. Where is it now? Sitting right there. You see this? That's from here. This is known to be support, guys, right? So what it's doing, what CrowFam is doing now is trying to find support from history. Okay? And if it lingers here and finds support here, well, that could be bullish. But to be honest, as the market moves, people can come out and this thing can just go back down right here. Okay. It could do that. Which is very, very normal, okay? Just very, very normal because 9 times out of 10, most of them do that. Fit Crypto, what's good, my boy? So, let's go back. Let's check out what Mary's doing. Okay, look at Mary. Mary's trying to break out of the trend, the downward trend, okay? Right? Or this could just be a Batman. Let's look at Ka. Now, there was some news at Ka. I don't know if you guys heard, but something happened about Ka where people left, a dev left or some shit. And, look what it's doing. It's following my fucking trend line. Right? Here's the local channel that we're supposed to be trading in this little new bullish movement. But, somebody fudded in there. One of the devs left or some shit. And now you see what's happening, right? Because of that news. Right? So, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen, right? That's why I drew this white line. You see this white line? That was the trend line going down. Okay. Hit its head there, hit its head here, went down. What do you think's gonna happen if it's hit its head over here? Boom. Why do you think I draw all these lines? Because every intersecting line becomes some sort of a signal for me. Okay. These white lines are the local trading lines. We've been boom, 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 boom. Now we're going past down it. What's gonna happen? Right? Will it find support somewhere? So I would say Ka is definitely it kind of lost its what do you call it? Ooh, I see something else, I think. Okay, I do see something. I see a massive head and shoulders here too. But it's got to fix itself. This shoulder's falling apart right now, right? They really need to save themselves right here. So Ka's not looking too good right now, to be honest. What are we looking at? Fit and Crypto. What you got on the list today? You guys trade Solana? Corgi's dumping today. Capybara. All right, we'll look at that. Let's go look at Cappy. Okay, look at Cappy. It found support. Okay, so we did this the other day, guys, right? Look at what happens, right? So this line right here that I drew, right? And you can draw these lines too. But you see, this line used to be support. One here, one here. Every time we touched this line, what did we do? A nice breakout. Boom. This is what I call the super trend line, okay? This is the super trend line for Cappy. Because every time we came down, we bounced up with strong support, okay? We finally broke that support. We were supposed to bounce right here. It broke. Bounced on the lower level. Came back. Could not get above the orange line. Now, if you look, you have to use your imagination, right? So now this wedge is a wedge pattern, okay? This white line and this orange line, they meet right here. It pinched, it came out, and look what happened, guys. The support line, right? What was once support is now resistance. Did you see that? What was once the bounce area of support, we lost here. Came back, tried to get it, hit our heads. Tried to get it again, hit our heads. Okay? Came up, and now we're here. So now we're trading on this side of the wedge. Okay? And you can see how we're fulfilling the zone, right? We're fulfilling the zone. right now, we have just lowered our ceiling, because right now we're dealing with this. This is your trading zone now. Okay, this white line, I'm going to change it to that, right? And right here. Oh, and this. Boom. Okay? This is your zone right here. This is where Capybara this week is going to be trading in. Okay? It needs to find support here. It needs to find strength here, right? Or we're going down more. Okay? And this is the real zone that it's in right here, from 1235 to 1643. And guess what? It's kind of right in the middle right now, just hanging around. And I'm gonna be honest, it looks like it just looks a little bearish to me. It does. It looks very bearish to me. There's no volume coming in. You know what I mean? Very low volume. And to be honest, bro, you have to look at this. I need a wrapper on the soul charting, sir. Okay, no problem. Fit. Definitely. Okay, I got you. I'm not on soul, but was thinking about jumping in the next bear market for sure. Okay, so for Cappy, it's just in an idle zone right now. It needs to find something. Okay, but what I wanted to tell you was this, okay? I want you to look at this, okay? Wallet holders, right? This is important, dude, because this is the problem with Chronos. Wallet holders, okay? As you can see, why this thing is like gonna not go crazy is because the wallet holders. It's 8,000, okay? And when I first met this coin, it was 8,000, okay? So you need to take these into realization and understand that there's no new people coming in this coin. The same people losing and making money off this coin are the same people in and out from day one to now. So where is the extra pump gonna come from? Right? You need to think, where is this extra pump gonna come from unless it's artificial? Okay? And that's why you go to the holders, right? And you need to understand that there's a lot of whales in here controlling this thing, okay? One person has 350 million worth. Another person has $323 million worth. Another person has $221 million worth. Okay, you need to understand how manipulated this thing is. Okay, it's controlled. It's a controlled substance. Okay, and right now, yes, it's kind of finding the way in the middle, dude, right in the chunk of this chart. So it's in no man's land, right? And a lot of people understand that we're in a little correctional phase, so people are just probably going to sell off, you know? So where would be the next bounce? Your next bounce would probably be from 1237 right here, or maybe this white line again. But again, this white line, yeah, it bounced, respected it, boom, boom, but it's coming back down to it again. And you can see that it never reached the top here. So what does that show? That shows weakness, guys. Okay. So we're going to probably range to the bottom of this pink line because we've done it already. And like I said, this is our new local range now. One here, one here, one here. This is our local range, whether you like it or not. It is what it is, right? So you need to respect the charts. You need to respect the local trading ranges. And you need to respect the facts that there's been 8,000 wallets here since the beginning of this thing. Where are the other wallets going to come from? That's the problem with Kronos. Okay. Now, when you go to Solana, you're going to see coins that have a meme coin. See, this is a meme coin, right? A meme coin is supposed to be bombarded with wallets. Like a 7,000, like the shittiest meme coin on Solana's, they hold like 8,000 wallets. That's just like, I'm just trying to give you the macro vision of how minute this is. You know what I mean? So it's not a diss, but it is, but it's not. But it's more of enlightenment, like, oh shit, okay. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, it looks like we could go down. Yep. Contract wrappers. Okay. Why do you think crypto.com is offering 100% APY? Because they want to get people to stake in so they can get trapped by the end of the year when we pull out. So you could lock it up for 6 months and not be able to pull it out in the peak of the fucking bull run when Crow is at $1. I suggest you not fall for that trap, okay? You know what I mean? Don't fall for it, man. You don't want to stake thousands of dollars of Crow when we're about to hit the peak of the bull run, you know, as we step into 2025. You don't want your shit locked up, man. While everyone else is like, oh my God, my Crow. Maybe Crow's at like fucking 98 cents and your shit is locked up for like 3 more months. Oh my God, can you imagine? You know what I mean? So don't lock up right now. You know, you wonder why they're offering that, right? It's because they want to trap you, and they want to give you these dope so-called incentives that you're not even going to give a fuck about 6 months later. You're going to give a fuck about your Crow being 6x'd, 10x'd. Not the staking. It sounds good now, but later you're going to be like, fuck me, man. All right, point taken. Thank you. All right, let's go to rappers. RAPZ. RAPRZ. RAPRZ. Here we go. All right, we're looking at 25 mil here, 8 mil there. 3N2B. Here we go. 3N2B. Okay. Retarded APR. Here we go. Something with some noise in it. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Let's get to work. Let's get to work, boys. All right, so we have some levels here already. And this would be our peak. So we're definitely looking like we can't get over this trend line right here. And now we're having trouble again with this zone right here. Right. Which has always been a door, a gateway to get above, right? But as you can see, we're printing the lower lows here, the lower highs here, right? But we're printing higher lows, and this wedge is pinching itself. Now, I don't know anything about this project, right? But just looking at it, I'm looking at a 1 million liquidity with a 25 million market cap. I would buy right here. So let's just talk about scenarios, right? If I were to buy in on this, my range of buying would, honestly, I would wait till $27, right? Because at that point, $27 to the top, you're 3xing. Okay, you buy here right now, you know, you go back to your local high, that's a 2x. That's a 1x. 50 to 100. You know, that's not really like your best bet here. You know, we want to make money with our money, right? So if you really want to get in here, you're gonna have to have some patience. And I think, you know, we're gonna break structure here maybe. But, you know, if you ask me, we also do have this little mini pattern. Let me break out an RSI real quick. Ooh. Okay, hold on. This kind of changes a lot of things right here. Because now I'm going to go into my big cheek, little cheek. There's two things that can happen here, guys. And I hate to say that, you know, I can't give you an exact thing that can happen here, but there's absolutely two things that can fucking happen here. You know, this RSI could start breaking out, which it probably will be. And that means we will get that little big cheek, little cheek action going here. That's always, I mean, we have two indicators for me, just simple indicators for me that confirm that for me. But we also have something that, you know, when I see with these wedges, we tend to do stuff like this where we bump our heads, come down, we hang out here, and we come down further, okay? Or we come down, we go through, we bounce, and we lose support here, we come back up, hang around here, come back, and then we break out, okay? So you got to understand at the end of the day, right? What you're also potentially looking at is a macro wedge, okay? This, right? This line right here, boom, right? I'm going to make it white, boom. I'm going to make this line white, boom. This is what you call a macro wedge. We've been trading in this wedge, okay, guys? The good thing here is this wedge, it went higher and has found support on this line, but also what's bad is we're getting lower and lower. And what's happening is the price is actually pinching now in this area, which is good to see at the end of a wedge, because when it pinches like that, you kind of want to break out that, what's that tool called? The Bollingers, to see if this is getting tight, because if it is, we might have a breakout out of that wedge, okay? And looking at this RSI right here, yeah, there's two things that can really happen here. You're either going to fall off this wedge, and if you do fall off, actually that's a really good fall to have. Or you can just bust out of this wedge, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. Yeah, that wedge is pinching hard. Let's go to a 4-hour. Spread this thing out. Let's see what. Yeah, the wedge is fucking pinching, dude. Yeah, I can't put my finger on this one, to be honest. Do you see a Bitcoin dump at 80K or 79.6? Hold on one second. So yeah, for Rapper or Raper, whatever this coin is, yeah, I see two things here. You're either gonna have that breakout, you know what I mean? And that is very possible, according to the RSI, because the RSI is at the bottom and it's already done the curve, you know what I mean? So man, there's a lot of me that thinks that I am leaning towards the bullish side, right? But then you also, 25% of me is also ready for the hit the head and go down one level and then struggle, right? To fulfill this order. But if that happens, dude, you want to buy right here. Because remember, like I said, this is the macro wedge, guys. This is a macro wedge, okay? So this thing falling down and going to 25 is absolutely within the course. Like, that's not gonna be, oh my God, that's bad. No, because you know why? That people can't wait to get in this, bro, at 25. Because once you hit 25, you're at the local bottom channel. And now your potential is a 4x if we go to the top. That's exactly what you want, right? But if you're in here already and you're just trying to find out where we're going next, well, yeah, those two spots, we're either going down to take some profit or we're about to fucking launch, right? After a little correction here, we're about to go up again. Either way, we got to come back down to go up. We got to come back down a little to go up, I think. All right. So do you see a Bitcoin dump at 80K, 79K? B, I hope that helped. I don't know. It wasn't like the best, but I hope that lets you see something. If anything, we'll leave this here. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's go to Bitcoin. Do you see a Bitcoin dump at 80K? All right. Do you see a Bitcoin dump at 80K or 79? When you say Bitcoin dump, do you mean like it's dumping at 79 or going to 79 or 80K? Because if you ask me, this is our new range, guys. Look, I did this yesterday, right? Yeah, okay. So this is Bitcoin's history, bro. Right? This is Bitcoin's history with the halving events, right? The third generational halving event that was in 2020, right? Bitcoin went from 9,000 all the way up to 64K, right? Where we tapped our heads, boom. We came back, did the double top Batman, the infamous Batman. Never looked back. Shemitah came and fucked our whole lives up. But with that right there, I was able to draw a future trend line that is going to be so important to us throughout the whole life of our lifetimes, guys. As long as your heart is beating, this trend line, I'm telling you, I'm willing to put my life on it. It's going to be so important for the next generation of Bitcoin. Okay? Because now this needs to be in this bullish state, guys. This needs to be our trend line. And guess where this trend line goes? $80K is definitely in range, okay? $80K would be right here. Okay? This is the $80K zone. Could we rally from 100K to 80K? Absolutely. You know why? We love 20K ranges. I'll show you right now. 73 to 49, right? Or boom, right here to right there. That's 70 to 50. That's a $20,000 range, okay? 100 to 80, that candle right there, that's a $20,000 range. For Bitcoin to trade in that range is absolutely normal, okay? That is absolutely normal. We do it all the time before we make huge moves up. So yeah, that correction is absolutely possible. Will we see it? I'm sure we will. I am sure we will. And what will it look like? What will it look like, right? It's gonna look something like this. A candle wick. Okay? We could be trading in the zone, right? This is our zone. Right here. From 99K to 77K, 77, 88. Look at that. Look at that. 99 to 70. That's a perfect $20,000 range, okay? I can move that right here. It's the same thing, guys. Look. A nice perfect 20. The numbers, the charts, they don't fucking lie, dude. This is all numbers. There's nothing new that we're trying to figure out here. It's geometrics. It's fucking... I don't know how to explain it, but I've been doing this for fucking 6 years, bro. It's the same method I always use. You know what I mean? I just, and it stayed true. It stayed true. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. Okay, but the lines, they don't lie to me. Okay, so how will this happen? I can't tell you. But will we range from the zone? Absolutely. Okay, so don't panic. If Bitcoin goes to 80K, we need a severe bounce, right? So you need to understand that this trend line right here, you can expect the bounce to come from this trend line, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And when we get there, don't worry, I will emphasize. $80K. Yeah, dude, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, but look at this though. Another thing you need to worry about is this. And I hate to be the bear, but you got to worry about stuff like this too. You got to worry about huge macro weekly head and shoulder patterns. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this too. Coming down to 50K is not out of the question either. Okay? It's absolutely not out of the question. That can happen. Okay? It can happen. Whew. All right, guys. We spent a good hour here. Come with your coins next time. Appreciate everybody coming through, man, and rocking with me. But I think I'm going to go on tonight. I got to go to work today. I'm going to have dinner with some fam. But after that, I'm going to come on here. I'm going to smoke and drink a little bit. I'll probably be wound up a little bit, but I'm going to come back up and look at the markets tonight again. So if you want to join me tonight, let me know. Hop on. I'll be on. Smash the notifications. Subscribe. And yeah, whenever you want, come with me with your tokens. We'll check them out. We'll do TNA. It's fun. Why not? All right, guys. Stay blessed. Happy Thanksgiving. Much love. Don't do anything stupid with your crypto. It's not the time to panic. All right, guys. Take care. See you.